they made it worse. 1, 2, 3. We're welcome everybody to Mom and Dad Talks. Our favorite two people are Mom and Dad, and we have Hantie. Hey. Well, you know, we're gonna have a subject here that I think to the next generation and for other generations. What would you tell you growing old? Telling what is it like to grow old?
Define.
It's a privilege given to very few people. Go ahead, Mom.
Define the word old. Old.
No, Mom, Mom, let's not go here with this. Anything that's over the age of 65. Okay. Not saying that you're old, but society says you retire at 65 or should retire. Some people don't. You guys are, you know, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting close to there. But what is it like to do that? And what would you tell your younger self? What would you do different to tell, you
know? Well, I discovered that in growing old, your memory is not as sharp as it used to be. Mm-hmm. You forget things, and that's just part of growing old. I find that for me, I have to have a routine I do every day. Mm-hmm. And once I get in that routine, I'm good. You don't forget. Right. But growing old is just part of life. Mm-hmm. A friend of ours had a saying on her bureau saying that growing old is a privilege.
Yeah.
Not given to too many people.
Exactly. I mean, it's a blessing.
The alternative of growing old is dying young.
Yeah. And you know, life is so precious. So, mm-hmm. You know, the question is, you know, and you guys are there, you know, Mom, Hantie, what are your thoughts?
I have 2 weeks ago, I had to go to a dermatologist because I had these spots on me. I wanted them taken off because
you gotta keep the sexy going, Hantie.
How?
You gotta keep the sexy, you gotta keep it looking good still. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
Well, I just wanted to look the best I can. I mean, you know, like if you have a tumor where it doesn't belong, you want that tumor taken out, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
Excuse the analogy, but I had some spots. Had some spots on me, and I said to the dermatologist, I said, "Well, what about this? Right, this is right here. What about this right here?" She said, "Karen, those are old spots. That's what you get when you grow old."
Wow.
And that hit me because I have noticed that there are dark spots on my face, on my hands, and she went all over my body with this thing, and to tell me that, I kind of walked out of there with my mouth drooped down. I'm like, I'm old.
And that's the thing. You don't expect yourself old, even though you're older than. I mean, when people call me Mr. Hunt, that's like they're my dad, and I'm like, wait a second, I am in my 50s. And when I start saying stuff, you know, they're like, they don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what? Back when I did, everybody knew what that was. I mean, I'm saying songs that these young guys like, what in the world are you talking about? I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm aging myself out of these conversations.
When your child says I'm 53, I'm like, when did you get 53?
Yeah.
You know, because to me, we're still watching Sesame Street, growing up together. I just don't know whether I was enjoying life or I mean, I know that I'm past retirement age.
But you still feel young.
I feel young at heart.
Yeah.
I feel like I can talk with the best of them, and you know, okay. So when people are 103 and all that, I said, "Ooh, they sure are old."
Mhm.
And then you look at yourself like, man, I'm not too far away from that.
I'm not too far away. I am not too far away.
You know, and I've seen some wonderful people age gracefully where, you know, they're close to their hundreds and stuff, and they're talking, they're still vibrant. They still have all their faculties and stuff. And I think, what is that secret you think of having that vibrancy? Because I see some of my friends whose parents, they ain't nursing homes. They ain't doing too hot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to have you all in that. What would you think the secret is to having longevity in a life that you guys are having that you would give to people that they need to pay aware of?
I am going to say that keeping a positive mind and not going into a negative mode on a whole lot of things. I'm going to go. This is where I'm headed right now. When we got married,
Mm-hmm.
the person that directed our wedding is still living.
Mm.
She was 40 years old when we got married. She is now 97 years young and living a full life and doesn't look her age. And I say, because when we know the Lord and we depend on Him to shield us from all the evils and wiles of the devil, and we do the things that we know to please Him in our everyday life, I believe that helps also to stay in good health and to give us longevity in life.
Mm. I think that's well said. I mean, because like I said, if people would not recognize your age here, we're not going to disclose that.
Well, I never.
That's okay, Mom. You're good. We got a lot.
I'm just telling you how old I'm going to be my next.
Yeah, that's all right. We don't want everybody to know that because they can find you. But the point is, you look great for your age, both you guys. And I'm glad you are proud of that. And only because like we're on radio stations and stuff like that around the country.
Okay. Gotcha.
We won't disclose that right now, but I'm glad you guys are proud of where you're at.
I am.
And a positive point in growing old is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom. As you grow older, you become wiser.
Yeah.
There was a time when you would drive a car and you wouldn't mind going 110 miles an hour on the highway. You were young,
right?
Well, nowadays, I better stay around 60 miles an hour.
Although, Dad, you did get pulled over, but that's okay.
I got pulled over. But
You're still young at heart, Dad. You still got the hot rod in you.
That's right. That's right. But,
and we went to see our good friend AJ Parker. That was a wonderful visit. We had a lot of fun with AJ Parker.
She called me Speed Racer.
Yeah, called you Speed Racer. I thought that was awesome. And I think, like I said, I'm blessed to have you guys and be able to have a conversation, because I know people that are just a couple years older than you, their conversations are not like that because of life choices that they made. And keeping a positive attitude is one thing, making sure you're around vibrant people. If you're around negative people all the time, I think that ages you. When you're around people that want to do things and still, I mean, you guys are still doing things or want to do things. It's not like, well, I'm just going to kick back and do nothing. You guys are still doing stuff and making a difference. And I think that's a part of the vibrancy. There's so many things, the health that you guys, the way you eat, the stuff you don't eat. You guys don't eat a whole lot of meat or, not meat at all. And the clean meats and stuff like that, I think is very important for you to eat. And like I said, yes, Hantie.
And then that brings me to, and it's off the subject, but we had an experience last night going out to eat.
No.
And it flabbergasted us.
Flabbergasted you guys?
Yes.
Flabbergasted. Well, what
Thursday night is our family night.
Yes, I've come to know that now.
That Thursday night is our family night. It's a big night. Your dad chooses place to go, and some want to go, some don't want to go. But we had a night last night, and I'm still in awe of it. And I guess when I say awe, I am thankful that we had a look
Mm-hmm.
These people didn't know us from any from Adam and Eve or Cain and Abel or nothing. They didn't. And all they could see was the back of Dell and back of Myrna. They could see my face. And these people paid for our meal.
Wow.
Our waiter came when Dell said, I'll take the bill. He said, and your meal has been paid for.
Wow.
Well, they got up and when they finished their meal because they were there when we got there. And so for some reason, I don't know whether it was our conversation. I don't know if it was what we had on. I don't know what it was. But I hope that they saw Christ in us. You know, to make them want to do that. So did we look old? Did we look the part?
No, you guys definitely don't look it. When I say that, these are my parents, they're like, Todd, they don't know how old you guys really are. And that's the beauty of it, because you guys look so young and vibrant and good. You know what I'm saying?
And no canes and no walkers.
Right. No canes, no walkers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a limp here and there. But other than that, on a bad day or cold day, but other than that, I mean, you guys still have it going on. And like I said, it's encouraging that it can happen to you. And sometimes you just need to share some of the secrets of why you guys have it so that other people can learn and grow from it.
Let me tell you something I observed today about myself.
Oh, what did you observe, Mom?
Yes, well, we had to sing at the service today. There's 3 of us. There is, and going up on the stage, there's some high steps that you got to get on the stage from the floor.
What do you consider high steps, Mom? Was it 5 feet?
I would say, probably 8.
Probably 8.
8 feet.
8 feet.
Yeah. From the top till you get to the bottom to the floor that you're sitting on.
That does put you on the ladder to do stuff.
No, but what I want to say is they have a guardrail on the side of the podium for people to hold on to as they're going back down to their seat. Well, yours truly today, I have to praise the Lord because I didn't need any help from anybody on the floor to help me down the steps to get to my seat. And I didn't have to hold on to no guardrail so that I wouldn't fall.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. So I am praising the Lord that He gives me the surety that I can do what I want to do, when I need to do it.
Well, I think that's a wonderful witness. And like I said, you guys keep on living that healthy life. And I know we can always be healthier, so we try the best we can and be positive every day and live every day, folk. And try to make the most out of it.
Right.
I think, most people they always think about tomorrow or they wish their lives away. I wish I had that. I wish I had this. And what I've noticed that you guys never wish, you just say, let's just do.
And it's important to get out of the house. Don't become housebound. Yeah. That's mentally, that's not good.
And it was
see people, to get out and do things, and make sure you get your afternoon nap.
With that, everybody, we're going to go ahead and close our Mom and Dad Talks. For some of you get a nap, you might get fired on your job. So for those of you who are retired, get that nap in the afternoon, 10, 15, maybe that hour power nap, and take on the rest of the day. Anyway, till next time, we'll see you on Mom and Dad Talks.
All right.